Welcome, soldier! Welcome to the U.S. Army. I understand you may be tired among your 18 to 26-year-old peers, but you have been luckily chosen to serve your God-blessed country. And today we're talking about booby traps. Now we can get started on our first one. We are going to start with the Punjabi. Very basic. It includes a step-through mat that you must be careful not to tread on at all times throughout the dense jungle. It is also most often filled with snakes and human excrement in order to make sure you suffer. Next is the Punjabi bear trap. It involves more spikes and more pits in which it'll stab the sides of your leg. This is a tripwire trap which will completely impale you or one of your peers through the chest at the slightest disturbance. This next one you must be real vigilant for. This is the rolling trap. They would use it in order to lure you soldiers into falling into these traps and being impaled all up and down your body before even being able to react. You will simply fall into the pit of likely laced spikes and just suffer a long and painful death after navigating this treacherous jungle landscape that you find yourself in. And if you thought you were safe indoors, you would be incorrect. You understand me? These Vietnamese soldiers are quite clever and devise spike traps for indoors that would swing above the doorways in order to prevent you from clearing the buildings that we have ordered you to do. So be very cautious when literally doing anything. And when I say watch your step, I mean it. They have devised new strategies in order to trip wire grenades into cans, and when you step over the tripwire, it will release the pin from the grenade, causing you and your squad to be eviscerated. And if you're wondering, what am I supposed to do if my sissy squad gets blown up? How am I supposed to protect myself? Well, we are fighting in the same jungles. They must leave signs to their fellow Viet men to know where the traps are located, and you can search for these simple signs. And now I order you to search for these signs in the following photos within 5 seconds, or you will die. Ready? Go! Think you can handle round 2? What a shame. He's one of the good ones too. Besides that, all the plethora of traps not listed here, they also use tunneling tactics in order to basically be a demented version of whack-a-mole. Could you possibly imagine trying to escape through the jungle and having this man pop in and out of the gate, in and out of the ground while you are trying to defend yourself and your brothers? It is absolutely ridiculous. And these tunnels do not lead nowhere, soldier. They have an underground system in which they sleep, save themselves from air raids, cook, have a conference chamber, fire, take turns with other tunnels, as well as even medicate each other within these tunnels to cure injured soldiers.
On a much more serious note, many soldiers died in horrific, unbelievable ways during the Vietnam War. Many too young to even get a degree in college. And unfortunately, a lot of what was being asked of them was nearly as comical as this video itself. It had such a negative impact on the mental well-being and health of all these soldiers, and was a primary reason why the Vietnam War was lost. These warfare tactics, they were very primary, very primitive, but they simply were not known to the U.S. And for that reason, it just absolutely dominated many of our poor soldiers who fought out there, honestly, sometimes not even knowing what the war was all about. One cannot exaggerate enough the power of Vietnamese warfare techniques.